So today I'm going to be flying to Spain to try tapas, but there's a catch. I'm going to do it all in one day. So my flight leaves from here in the UK to Spain in a few hours, and my flight back is later on tonight. So is that enough time to find the best tapas, try it out and make it back in time for my flight? Or will I fail miserably like I did in my last challenge, flying to Italy to try pizza? Let's head to Spain and find out. So today I'm going to be flying out from Leeds Bradford Airport, but I'll be flying back from a different one, which I'll reveal a bit later on. I'm also flying with Ryanair, which if you have done before, you need to check in online. I've already done that, so I went straight through security. Right, let me tell you a bit more about my flight. So today I'm going to be heading to Mallorca. And you might be thinking, why would you go to Mallorca for tapas? It's probably not the best known there. In fact, it's probably better to go for a full English breakfast. Well, it was the cheapest place that I could get a ticket to and from, and it is still Spain, so I suppose the tapas is still going to be good. I hope. So my flight leaves from here in Leeds at 8:30 and it gets into Mallorca at 12:10. My flight out of Mallorca is 9:30 tonight. Now you might be thinking that's a lot of time, about 9 hours, but you've got to factor in it takes a bit of time to get to and from the airport, and you need to get there early for security. So I probably only have maybe 6 hours if I'm lucky. Just to give you a weather update before I leave, that is not frosted glass. It's a really foggy, cold day. I hope the weather is going to be better in Spain. Okay, so my gate hasn't come up yet. I think it's going to be announced at 7:15. So I have a bit of time to kill. Right, I think we're boarding. Gate number 6. Gate closing. I better hurry up. And I've made it on board. Let's head to Spain. Welcome to a sunny Mallorca. If you're from the UK, you haven't seen this weather for months. I haven't seen this weather for months. That's exactly the reason why I came here. So the flight arrived on schedule, which means I have the total time available for my challenge. If you're wondering, the total cost of that flight was £33, so pretty cheap. So the place I'm going to for tapas is Palma, which is the main city of the island of Mallorca. I think there's a bus that goes there into the centre, so let's go see where we get this bus from and buy a ticket. Public bus, I think it's this way. Okay, so I don't know where to get the bus from. There's a bus stop over there behind me, and there's bus stops all the way along the street there as well. So I think I'm just going to walk down each of them and see which one says the centre of Palma. Right, I think it's this one. There's a sign there that says Palma Centre. The queue is massive. Okay, so the plan is wait in this queue, get the bus, get into the centre of Palma, and then ask a local person where the best tapas is and go to their recommendation. I've missed the bus, it's full up. And I've made it to the centre of Palma. Not sure what stop I got off. I just got off when most people got off. The price of that trip, I'm not sure either. When I got on the bus, I just gave the driver €5 and he gave me a ticket back for €5. So the temperature here in Mallorca is about 20 degrees, which is not actually too hot. I think it's just about right. But I think though, we need to be dressed a little more appropriately. So I've taken my jacket off, rolled my sleeves up, and sunglasses on. Is it just me, or does it seem a little quiet for the centre of a city? It's around 2 PM lunchtime. I would have thought there'd be loads of people out having lunch, and tourists too. But there's not many people around. I'm going to head a little further in. Right, I need to find a local person to ask to see where they recommend for the best tapas. I think my best bet is probably going to a shop and ask someone who works in the shop, because they're probably going to be a local person who lives around here. I'm kind of hoping the person in the shop will speak English too, because otherwise I'm going to have to try and speak Spanish. Right, I think I'm going to ask in here. Yoshi, cute things. I mean, it has English on the title of the shop, so let's go in and ask. Hello, do you speak English?
A little bit, very little.
Do you know where I can find the best tapas? The best one?
Bar España.
Well, that didn't go quite to plan. The place that she recommended is closed today. I'm going to have to go ask somewhere else. Let's try in here.
Hola.
Hello. Do you speak English?
Little.
Little. Do you know where I can find the best tapas?
The best tapas
Yeah.
in Palma.
Yeah. We have success. The place that the lady in there recommended is called Kina Crew Tapas and Restaurant. Let's make our way over there. Right, I think this is it. Kina Crew Tapas. Let's head in. Okay, so this is the menu. I'm not totally sure what is tapas and what isn't. I think I'm just going to ask for recommendations and then take the waiter's recommendations. Right, so I went with classic patatas bravas, Iberian ham croquettes, and something called a prawn twister, plus a bottle of Coke. Cheers. Right, so my food has arrived. Let me show you what it looks like. because it looks delicious. So you have the patatas bravas with some sort of sauce on top. You have the Iberian ham croquettes. They look amazing as well. And then these are the prawn twisters. Is it just me, or do they kind of look a little bit like spring rolls with a sweet chili dip? Never thought they were tapas. Let's dig in. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to try is the patatas bravas. Let's get a nice bit with the sauce on it. Check that out. So I think this is fried potato with probably a mayo and some sort of other alioli type sauce. Let's try it. Okay, so this is delicious. Fried potato, you can't go wrong with that. And the sauce, I think it's like a garlic mayo type sauce. A little bit of a kick, maybe some paprika as well. Really delicious. So the potato is crispy, you get a crunch when you bite into the outside. It's lightly salted too. The inside is soft and fluffy, good potato flavour. The sauce on top, as I said, is garlic. Really creamy, really thick. And the other type sauce is a little bit paprika-y. Next up, let's try out these prawn twisters. So here they are. They're kind of like little cones with prawn inside. So as I mentioned, kind of reminds me of a spring roll with a sweet chili dip. Let's try it and see what it's like. So it pretty much is like a spring roll where you've got a crispy batter on the outside, bits of prawn in the middle. The batter on the outside is crispy, crunchy, really light as well actually. The prawn, nice and muscular in texture, a good seafoody flavour. Let's stick it into the chili dip. I think this will improve things. I'm not sure how authentic this one is. Maybe it's a bit of a modern twist, but it is delicious nevertheless. Right, next let's move on to the Iberian ham croquettes. Got one right here. Again, it's kind of like a deep fried ball of dough, I think, with ham in the middle. Let's try it. Okay, so that is totally different than I expected. The outside is crispy, fried, really nice actually, it gives a good crunch when you bite into it. The inside though is really soft, it's like a thin puree. I expected batter in the middle, but it's not. It's like a almost runny puree with ham running through it. Right, let's combo some of these up. Let's get some of the patatas bravas with the creamy garlicky sauce, and I'm going to combine it with Iberian ham croquette. Check that out for a combination. Let's give it a try. So that works so well. I even made another one. It's delicious. So the fried crispiness on the outside really balances out the sort of puree in the middle of the croquette and the fluffy potato. Now, do I dare do all three together in one big combo? Here it is. Iberian ham croquette, patatas bravas, and prawn twister. Here it goes. What a great meal that was. The Iberian ham croquettes really surprised me. I didn't expect them to be like that, but they were delicious nevertheless. So that place is well worth checking out. The total cost of that meal was €31.80. So the challenge has been a success so far. But there's one thing left I need to do before I head back to the airport. I mean, we are on an island, so I think I have to go check out the sea. And there it is. I think that's the Mediterranean Sea. And I've made it to the sea, the Mediterranean Sea. And I don't know if this is a stupid thing to say, but it kind of smells really salty and seafoody. I mean, I've been to seasides and beaches before, but they've never smelled as seafoody as this. The challenge is not over. I still need to make it back to the airport for my flight back to the UK, which is to a different airport. Right, what I need to do now is find a bus stop where I can get back to the airport. I don't think I can go back to the one that I got off at because that's miles away, and I don't think I can remember how to get back there now. So I'm gonna have to try find another one. I roughly remember the route the bus took on the way here, which I think is just ahead. So I'm going to retrace the route of the bus and see if there's a bus stop on the other side of the road. It's also feeling a little chilly right now, and the rain is coming down a little bit harder. I'm actually considering putting my jacket back on. I never thought I'd say that being in Mallorca. Right, jacket's gone back on and I'm making a run for it for the bus stop. I say making a run for it to the bus stop. I don't actually know which bus stop I'm going to. I think the bus came down this road on the way here. So I'm just going to look for a bus stop on this side of the road, which is going back the way I came. Okay, I think this might be the bus stop that I'm looking for. Nothing on the map. I think they have displays. You can't see that, but it says aeroport up there, so this is the right stop. Oh no, you are joking me.
Oh no.
Aeroport? And I've made it back to the airport. Current time is about 7 PM, so I have 2.5 hours before my flight leaves. Right, I'm going to head through security. I'll see you on the other side. That was pretty quick and easy. Got 2.5 hours to my flight. I think I'm just going to mooch around duty free. Right, it's been about half an hour and my gate has come up. I'm in section A and I'm at gate 10. Let's make our way there. And I finally made it to the gate. It's about 8:30 right now and the flight takes off at 9:30. So about an hour to go. We are back in the UK. Okay, you may have noticed a change in scenery. That's because I had to rush to get a train straight after my flight, so I didn't have any time to film. You may have guessed I landed at Manchester Airport at about 11:15, and the total cost of the flight was only £12, which is really cheap. I think that's the cheapest I've ever got a plane ticket for. What a long day it's been. I got up about 5 a.m. all yesterday now because it's the next day at 1:30 a.m. and I've still got half an hour to go before I can get home and get to bed. It was a great adventure though, flying all the way to Spain, Mallorca, trying the best tapas and then flying back, even though it did start to rain at the end of the day. I think it was a success. Okay, if you liked the video and the effort to make it, click on the like button below and click on subscribe to come along for the next food journey, and I'll see you there.